Hello there, and welcome back to my Dragon Age Inquisition Nightmare difficulty Let's Play. So the last time that you watched a nice long 2.5 hour chunk taking me through the prologue. Interesting. Anyway, so last time, I got just to the prologue, shooting up demons, because I got a mark on my hand that is causing demons to spill out into the world. Apparently I'm the only one who can stop them, so I did that. One of the things about Dragon Age Inquisition, you might have seen in the last playthrough, is that I selected missions on this war table here that I'm going back to, and these missions have timers on them. These timers are in real time, so if it says 15 minutes, it means 15 minutes, whether the game is running or not running. 15 minutes. Could say an hour. An hour, whether the game is running or not running. Could say 15 hours. 15 hours, whether the game is running or not running. So, that's certainly interesting. So a bunch of ones that I had set last time are now finished because I'm playing later. So this one I had to contact my character's elven clan to tell them I'm doing okay. They gave us some herbs because they are happy to hear that I'm doing well. This guy I sent, he wanted to hold a memorial for the dead divine, which again is like the pope of their religion. I sent some emissaries, and he gave me a long sword, and yeah, please. And then I had him get me money, so he got me some gold. Very simple. Can't do that. Can't do that. I can take a look at. And there was one in Orlais that I wanted to look at. Investigate Seralt. So, Seralt is a town on the farthest reaches of Orlais, known for its glassworks and tainted by its great shame and ancestor of the current Marquis. Apostate and abomination, the shame brought such disgrace upon Seralt that even his name was forgotten. Seralt is a pariah and has become a refuge for outcasts and the strange. But Divine Justinian V considered releasing Seralt from the punishment imposed by the Chantry for the shame. She traveled to Seralt on her way to the Conclave, going out of her way to do so, but remained one of her last places she visited before she died. Detail that cannot be ignored. That was covered in the online text adventure, called Dragon Age Last Court. So this is a lot of things involving Seralt will be references to that. So Liliana says that since the rule of Seralt was sent from the shame, will benefit from Justinian, they cannot be trusted, and she wants to go talk to the people of Seralt, whereas Josephine would send an emissary to become allies of the Marquis. I'm going to go for allies, because I like diplomacy when I can. Then we've got Hardin Hightown 3, this is the fun one. Barracks Revenge. Ruffles, I need a favor. Actually, it's called a loan since I'll pay it back. I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me that Hardin Hightown 3 is a repunching appeared in print from an Antivan printer a couple weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. Varric is a writer, and Hardin Hightown is a series that he wrote, so the third one is clearly not his. I had my contacts in the Merchants Guild look for the author a couple years back. The best they could find out after spending a couple hundred gold was that Piral Balinforth is a pen name. I could have told you that for free. You got contacts with the Antivan print houses, maybe you can find out more than the guild. So authors evaded the Merchants Guild, the Crows might have a better choice investigating him. That's my Antiva City. And so that's what Liliana wants to do. Josephine is tied up on that other longer mission. And then this is addressing Nobleman's concerns. This nobleman wanted me to kick out some elves and apostates. I'm going to save, again, Josephine for that, because she was the one who was going to refuse him. And we're going to send Liliana on this mission. And once again, because I have nothing really left to do, send Cullen to gather money. Alright. Next on the agenda, we have a bunch of characters to go talk to. Last time I finished it with a conversation with Josephine, who I have previously indicated I think is a cutie patootie. And yeah. So that was a thing that happened. And so we're going to talk to everyone else. So here's Liliana. Let's go see what she has to say.
In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die, so that the will is done. Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's Prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
Game.
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the divine feast, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
I can't speak for Andraste. I'm as confused as you. Bad things happen. I'm as confused as you.
Don't ask me. I'm as baffled as you are.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
My sympathies. Blame her killers. People die.
Oh, maybe you should be angry at the people who murdered her.
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the divine, helping people. Now she's dead. And it's all for nothing. Seven the Maker in.
She's having a bit of a crisis of faith, which is interesting given her character. She's a companion from the first Dragon Age game who's gone through a lot, clearly. It's like, say, let me help you. Why are you telling me this? These are your problems. I feel like my character is not a jerk enough to say either of these. He understands that he's sort of thrust in this position, so I think he's sort of relegated to say that.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come, to work then. We will speak later.
Okay. I believe she has another conversation point, though, so I'm going to talk to her again. Or she won't let me. She will not let me. Alright. Now, let's... Actually, wait. Let's go this way, because this way is Solus. The elven apostate. Perhaps has something in common with me, in that we are both elven apostates.
The chosen of Andraste. Blessed hero sent to save us all.
Hope to be one? Sounds dashing. A hero. I like this.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffin, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
You study ancient ruins. That is the interesting thing to take
You mean
away.
ruins and battlefield?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time is a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the fate. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
How can you sleep there?
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set walls. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
It's impressive. It's valuable. It's dangerous. My character likes magic.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the fame. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning.
But I like lightning.
The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay, at least until the breach has been closed.
Is that in doubt?
I am an apostate mage surrounded by Chantry forces, and unlike you, I do not have a divine mark protecting me.
Well,
Cassandra has been accommodated, but you understand the caution.
can I join the tech team? Got bigger problems. Yours don't matter.
Giant hole in the sky trumps any other concern. You can worry about the rest later.
Yes. Who can say what this world will look like when we are done fighting for it? But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright. It's more investigative dialogue. Let's get into some of that.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that.
It survived.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, do you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
I agree.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana people scour the area near the ground and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
Let's pop up, investigate. Something about elves, something about fate, something about yourself. Let's talk about elves.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions around the culture.
I thought you'd be more interested in sharing your opinions about the topic. You are Thedas, are you not?
Probably. Why are you so angry? I know what you're about. Why are you so angry?
You're probably the Danes. Allergic to home.
They are children acting out stories as heard and repeated wrongly 1,000 times.
Oh,
Oh, but you know the truth.
While they pass the stories, mangling details, I walk the faith. I have seen things they have not.
you're trying, accept that, to teach other elves.
Fine, in with you. What about the alienages full of elves who aren't Danes?
Why? What would it benefit some poor man in a Ferelden alien who learned that his ancestors strode the land like gods? It would only make him bitter, or inspire him to take foolish risks with himself killed.
Decided his reaction for it.
I have questions and need the answers to them. Ask.
About the ancient elves, about elven magic.
Is the magic they teach in the circle different from the magic I learned in my game?
No and magic is magic. Water is water. It can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is practical, not needing chantry proof, although it's still frightening black. Superstition, ultimately more subtle. Legacy from an owl's room.
Special. Was immortality due to magic or blood magic?
Legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
Simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to pass. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonized with new magic, an ending century.
Oh, blood magic.
You said censure against blood magic was a superstition.
Fortunately, Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern scholars forbid that. Publicly, even the Vinda disapproves. But as I said, magic is magic. Only in how it is used.
Magic is interesting. Magic is evil. I don't mind blood magic. I'm gonna go with I don't mind blood magic.
To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a means to an end.
The problem is that under the chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals can have it. While in Vinda, magicians compete with you. Instead of keeping their volatile friends in check, they always succeed in power. They have never had a chance to learn another way.
It's an interesting view on blood magic. Not entirely accurate because it's ignoring some basic points, which is interesting given who Solus is, but you know. Or the Dalish. Let's talk about ancient elves.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
They describe remember Hallam Shiral. Hallam Shiral was merely a functional attempt to recreate the forgotten land.
All of that.
Elvenam was the empire. Darladan was the greatest. Place of magic and
What else?
You studied ancient elves. What else do you know of all of that?
we hear stories of them living in trees. Imagine wooden ramps with daily air. Imagine instead spires white with branches. Palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who live forever. But whose magic was as natural as breathing.
That sucks. Let's talk about city elves.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
Culture and age among the slaves of winter is like any of these prophets with powers. They cling to memories of events past. Practice few rituals to distinguish themselves from
let's talk about the Dalish, even though they're me.
We're all Danish elves like my clan.
Yeah.
Your clan is unique in having had interest in the affairs the same as Spire of the divine unity. As your clans have been separate for so long, they have all changed, adapting to the land and they do. Some are no more than bandits, others trade freely. Some have disappeared entirely from life.
That is everything Solus has to
Don't
say.
blame.
About elves. There's more things about magic in the Fade, and we're going to talk through those now. I just want to get a lot of this out of the way, because I think it's interesting. Specifically, I want to talk about the Fade. Oh no, it's just Faden himself. I'll do Faden, and you can do it yourself later.
Great news, my wondering. There are a few hard facts that I can share with everyone.
I won't go into this in depth with every character, but Solus is very interesting. Specifically, I want to talk about the Breach. I just want to
I'd
hear
like to
about that.
know more about the breach.
Tear in the veil between this world and the fate, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the world, or when spirits cluster in an area with so many depths. Your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means not creating deliberately.
Yep. Alright. Let's go talk about other people.
We'll talk later.
So that message indicated that Leliana's mission thingy that I sent her on is done, but I'm going to collect that another time. I'm just going to spend the rest of this episode talking to people. And I'll probably go collect some stuff off screen for the next episode.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Too many people died up there. I'm just glad to be alive. I can barely keep up. This is all bullshit. Or I'm fine. I like this. This covers the gamut of emotions. They did a really good job of having some of these great reaction moments. Also really liking this shot of my face with the duality scar tattoo. I just love that I gave him that duality. I think it's legit. Anyway. So what am I feeling right now? It's an interesting question. I want to sit and think about this. So you've got this kind of sarcastic, very intelligent, magically aware elven mage who's ultimately kind of deep, good person inside, but also is very elven. At the end of all this, I feel like he's keeping up. He sort of understands what's happening, but he's upset. He is upset at people dying. I think I want to emphasize that.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop. A lot of good men and women couldn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and Baker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
It's unfortunate. I can't believe it either. Why did you stay?
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Sandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. Now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
It's not again yet. Close the breach. We need to close the breach.
Breach needs to be sealed. The sooner the better.
If it can be sealed, you might want to consider running with the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
So I could talk to Theric and get some more information about my hawk from the previous game, but I would rather some of my choices come up later, so we're going to wait. I may talk to him about that later, but for right now, I spent a lot of time with Solus, so I want to get through these next... I talked to Cassandra and Cullen, and then we'll be done with this episode, and the next episode will be on with the gameplay, I guess you could say. I like this armor a lot. You're impressive. You can flirt. Hardy flirt. I'm not gonna really... maybe I'll flirt with Cassandra. We'll see. I know who I'm romancing in this game. It's probably semi-obvious, but, you're right, you sharper dummies, that's supposed to be me.
I think you need practice dummies made of sturdier stuff.
That would be nice.
Like maybe I...
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a mad fool, and they may be right.
You had to do it. It was too late to turn back. It was foolish to investigate. What do you believe?
What is your faith, Ted?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot.
True story.
But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
I don't think I'm chosen. This next is foolish. I think he knows what happens next. I don't think he wants to ask about being chosen. He doesn't really give a crap. I'm gonna go with this.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My train is always said, Cassandra, you are too rash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
Good cause. Glad to hear it. No, you can't. I'm gonna go sit glad to hear it.
Can't say I'm not grateful to hear that.
I can be harsh, I know. You said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
I believe in elven gods.
I'm Danish. I believe in our own God.
And there's no room among your gods for one more?
Deeply
I suppose
insulting.
it doesn't matter now.
I will throw that out there.
I have to believe you were put on this path for a reason, even if you didn't.
I like
Now
Cassandra.
it simply remains to see where it leads us.
But that line is one of the ones where I'm like, seriously? Did you just say that? That's like ridiculously not understanding of other religions. But anyway. And lastly, Cullen, our general.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Plot with it. This man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits, locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you.
Go out here. I like to stand out.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation. So, Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I believe in my hope. Everything's a mess. It's with everything's a mess. It's true.
Conclave destroyed, a giant hole in the sky. Things aren't looking good.
Which is why we're needed. Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. So much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
I can also flirt with Cullen. I'm not, because he's also straight, so that's when I could date him if I wanted to. I don't mind. You thought this through. I'm not really think that way.
Given there's a lot of thought.
I know what happens when order is lost. But action comes too late. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
I like Cullen. He's a good general. He used to be a Templar, but he doesn't let his, opinions of mages get in the way of what needs to be done. I mean, I'm a mage, and he's trusting me enough to, go ahead and oh, hey, look, a loot. That's a loot. Okay. That was some loot. I think that is also some loot. I'm gonna get that loot. And looking at, I think I want to go grab a question from Barrett before I cut this episode short. Just so that I can say I have everything that I really want, and then we can make the next episode jumping into action. Let's go to Barrett. His leg might do a weird thing. We'll see. Question about Hawk. let's talk about Hawk.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, but I have a few questions.
Go ahead.
Hawk is the character from Dragon Age 2 that you played as, so I'm going to ask questions about my character. Specifically, I just want to know where Hawk's friends are.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left home to fight them. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Davis plan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Dementor slavers who came south to prey on the refugees. We're not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just having a really good cat. Might be the same thing, honestly.
I like cats.
Sebastian went back to Stockhaven. I'm sure he's bored with all sorts of people there. Hawk's little brother was off on some important business near the Anvil border. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she did her job.
Okay. And he kicked me right out of the combo, just conveniently. Alright, well that was talking to everyone. We've got our party members, Cassandra, Solus, and Varric. We've got our advisors. We covered Josephine last episode, and here we got Liliana and Cullen. So next time we're going to continue, and we're going to get into the meat of going to the first area and starting the game proper, really. So until then, see ya.